Hi everyone, this is Group 1. So for today's video, we are talking about the physical self. So what is the physical self? When we say physical self, it refers to the body that includes parts such as a head, a neck, arms, and legs, and made up of other organs such as a brain, hearts, lungs, stomach, intestine, and muscles. And these organs, they work together into different functions such as breathing, yung paghinga natin, walking, dancing, so lahat sila plays the important role in our everyday life. So people said that physical self is about the body at yung ability niya to form expansion nag-change throughout the year. So in general, the body performs its functions less will during infancy and old age. Yung dalawang dulo, for example, yung baby tayo, hindi pa gaano magpa-function yung body natin. And gradually will grow old, nagde-decrease yung ating body ability to function well. So, physical efficiency generally peaks in early adulthood and decline into the middle age. So, yung age natin ngayon, medyo mas fix pa yung kung saan yung body natin can function well. Kung saan wala pang masyadong nararamdaman sakit, lalo na siguro ang mga teenagers katulad natin. Pero yung mga adult, they feel easily morbidity. But around the middle age, the peak will become low. Okay, lumalagpas na doon sa peaks of the body of ability to perform to its functions.
Physical development and growth during childhood continues at a slow rate compared with rapid rate of growth in babyhood. Dito sa panahon na to, mas dali ang atong pagdako compared atong sanggol pata. One of the most crucial stage of development is the adolescent stage. Kini kuno ang pinakadelikado kuno na stage atong kinabuhi kay kaning adolescence. Begin with the onset of puberty. Puberty kanang dire na to tong dugo ng babay, magka-pimples na ta, mabuo ng tingog sa laki. The stages is characterized by rapidly physical changes that includes the alteration of the reproductive system o sama sa kong giingon na kung sa babayi. Accordingly, adolescence is considered as a crucial stage in human life that need utmost parental care, guidance, and empathy. So, dire, need na dyan nato niyang mga parental guide o mga pag-care sa atong mga parents ba or sa mga katanda sa tuwa. Why is adolescence is a crucial stage? Adolescence is a very vital period. Mao kuno ni ang pinaka-importante na period that will determine how a person will view and interact with the world as an adult. Okay. Unsa gyud ta the way mo interact sa atong palibot as an adult na ta. It is important to provide adolescent with opportunities to make independent decision and take healthy risks such as taking on a part-time job or trying out a new sport o itong mga decision na na-direct unsa ta the way mo decision na sa itong kinabuhi. Kaya nga need talaga natin ng mga guidance at mga advices sa mga nakakatanda sa atin because in this stage magod na nata sa point na buhato na nato itong mga curiosity. We were on the point of doing everything that we wanted to do without knowing what the consequences would be. No? Na nata sa point na takaratag buhat ng butanga bisag wa ta kabalo unsay kalalabasan sa atong ipanghimo.
Lifespan, development from conception of death. So, linawin ko lang, conception to death, hindi birth. So, ano ang pinagkaiba? Ibig sabihin, from the fertilization stage, kasama na yung lifespan. So, according to Elizabeth B. Horlock, in her book, Development Psychology, A Lifespan Approach, doon niya diniscuss yung different stage ng lifespan. Dinivide niya ito ng 10 stages. So first, prenatal, fertilization to the birth. So before tayo pinanganak, kasama na dito yung stage of lifespan. So second, efficiency, birth 2 weeks of life. So third, babyhood, 2 weeks of life to second year. So, matindi na yung changes during this period. Earlier childhood, 2 to 6 years old. Then, fifth, late childhood, 6 to 10, puberty, 10 or 12 to 14 years old. Next, adolescence, 14 to 18 years old. So, next, early adulthood, 8 to 40 years old. Then middle adulthood, 40 to 6 years old. Then late adulthood, 60 years old to death.
Factor affecting physical growth and development of children. So I will give 3 examples of factor affecting physical growth and development. First is heredity. Development depends upon the potential child get from his parents. This potential decide the limit of development of child. Example is height, weight, body, and stamina. Then second is nutrition. The nutrition that child get before birth or after birth affect his development. If the child get good nutrition, he develops well and completes his developmental tasks. His bones, muscle, and internal organs are also development well. And the last is immunization at proper time saves the child from various disease. So yun nga, kailangan natin ma-save yung mga anak natin para malayo sila sa mga sakit. This help the child to grow properly. Children who suffer from infectious disease become weak and their body development lags behind. Nature versus nurture. What is nature versus nurture? Example, nature proponents believe that homosexuality is genetic or outside of a person control. And nurture is proponent believe that homosexuality is a choice or a behavior influenced by environmental factors. A person's ability to perform in a certain occupation also leads to nature versus nurture debate. The effect of nature and nurture is now study has shown that intelligence is a product of nurture as well as nature. Researchers found that children raised in wealthier and more educated households grow up to be smarter than those without affected firms. Heredity. Ano nga ba yung heredity? Yung heredity ay yung namamana na alam sa mga magulang. Halimbawa ay ang pagka-momo salita. Yan ay isa sa mga dahilan kung bakit namamana ng mga anak yung mga katangian ng mga magulang.
And when we talk about heredity, we are also talking about the chromosomes. So by definition, chromosomes are threads-like tissues that carries the genes and usually found in pairs. Each chromosome is made up of proteins and a single molecule of deoxyribonucleic acid, or the so-called DNA. Thus, this can be found inside the nucleus of an animal or plant cells. Thus, there are two pairs of chromosomes, the autosomes and the genosomes. Autosomes is the trait chromosomes katuni, that is composed of 22 pairs. On the other hand, genosomes is the sex chromosomes, which is responsible in sex determination whether bae ba or laki ang bata. If bae is, di ba katuning duha ka X chromosome, tas laki is, kung laki, katong X and Y chromosomes.
Now, to understand the mechanism or the inheritance, first of all, we need to know the dominance genes and the recessive genes. Dominance genes is a powerful, can override the recessive genes. The recessive genes weak will not show effect if paired with dominance genes. So let's get some short example. Let's just say inside the genes we have the dominance genes. It show its characteristic. So the recessive genes is the hidden genes. So the characteristic is carries inside the nuclear, but the characteristic is not shown for recessive genes. Recessive genes is a gene will not shown effect where with dominant genes. Okay, so what is that it mean?
This is the modern transmission.
Okay, let's make another sample. Let's say brown eye and blue eye. Brown eye is a dominant and blue is a recessive. So let's say we'll label brown eye with capital B, and the recessive genes is a blue eye with small letter b. So if the gene is both capital letter B, okay, if you remember the capital letter B, it represents brown eyes. So its chromosomes is always in pair. That's why this is pair. Let's say the two gene is brown eye. Of course, it will be shown the result is dominant. Pero pag ang isa sa kanila nagpapakita ng gene ng brown eye at another gene of blue eye, it's in the brown eye is the dominant eye. It's a very powerful gene, which will be seen or organism and receive most of the time. It will be the store inside and chromosomes. So sa Bisaya, it means pildi ang small b na recessive eye. Kaya ang dominant is stronger than recessive eye. So ang result, it still have the brown eye. So kapag ipanganak ka, you will have the genes of brown eye. And unless both of the genes is recessive, then it will be shown the organism. So mao na siya. Pag pareha sila kuan recessive, ang yang result jud recessive jud siya. This is the another example of dominant and recessive. So ma'am, mao ni ang meaning sa dominant ug recessive.
I'm discussing the environment or refers to the factor and to which the individual is exposed after conception to that which include learning and experience. Short, and before we passed away in this world, we gain lots of knowledge and experience that treasure us for being a human. we are exposed of any kinds of worldly things that we encounter every time we grow. We didn't know that when we're going to afterlife, so that we must spend our life full of happiness together.
Environment. Environment plays a critical role in the development og ang environment to silbi mo na siya ang the playground of the children para motubo siya if na makapaghalubilo nga tao siya or sama og para sa nga edad og ma-develop po niya ang physical og psychological stimulation og makuha sa bata. The sex of the child is another major factor affecting the physical or growth and development of a child, or boys ba or girls. Silbi kini siya if nabay mga bata dira or kinsa ba diya ang sex is mo na siya makadagan sa factor of the human being. O gini siya mataw ni siya grow in different ways na jud mga kalahian kay ang atong culture is managan if og paingon ta sa kapobrehon sa kadaghan sa tao diri. Exercise and health. The word exercise, ang kanina kunong exercise does not mean physical fitness exists as a discipline of our children or liberation. Kinang exercise are the refers to the normal playtime and sports activities which help the body. Ang exercise gamiton ni mo routine or imong lawas ma-increase ang imong energy. Ug ang exercise kuno dili kuno exercise lang kay exercise na and increase the muscular strength and put the bone mass fast. If you talk hormones, there are many possibilities nga mabuhat ni mo siya og silbi kini siya mo kon sa imong lawas dayon mo na siya maka-effect sa imong lawas through sa mga bukog nga naa nimo.
I'm here to discuss about the quote of Dwayne Dyer. Your physical self is inspired by a divine force that beats its heart, digests its food, and grows its fingernails. And this same force is receptive to endlessly abundant life. It tells us that our physical self is inspired by a divine force for us to function and to live. This statement tries to tell us that us individual must take good care of our physical self for us to be responsible and able for us to live life to the fullest and to have endless abundant health, because abundant health is not something we acquire, it is something we tune into.